Do you want to know more about model railroad operations? Why don't you stick around and watch this segment, see how we do it on my in-scale model railroad, the Sayre Secondary. Hello everyone, Joe from Central Jersey Conrail and in-scale. Welcome back to the Operations series. So after a long time hiatus, I am happy to be back producing these videos, and I'm very excited to get started. So to bring everybody up to speed, to refresh everybody's memory, to tell all the newcomers what's been going on here. First, I'm going to tell you to click on the card up in the corner there and go back to the previous video. The last video that I shot was in 2019, and that was the yard operations. So you saw how the trains came up, and we switched out those trains, made up all the new trains, and then got them all set to run. So if you feel like you're starting cold and you have too many questions like how did we get here, yeah, just refer to that video up in the card section. I'll also post a link down in the comments. You can, if you can't find it in the card, and again, if you can't even find it there, just go back onto the operations playlist and go to the previous video. So just to give everybody just a quick explanation, what happened was when I was getting ready to take that break on the channel in 2019, because of the family and my daughter being born, I had pre-filmed two videos and never got to edit them. I edited the yard operations and put that on the channel thinking I was going to quickly follow with the other ones, and then everything happened and I just never got to edit them. So what I've done is I've scrapped the YJSA-02 video because it's just old and I wanted to do something new with all the new scenery, so I'm reshooting the YJSA-02. So since it's been a little while for everybody, including me myself, just bear with me. I've been watching old videos trying to refresh my memory on the way to do it and all the stuff that we had gone over. And yeah, so there may be some stumbling throughout as the series gets back up and running, but just post your comments up and let me know what I'm doing wrong, and we'll work quickly to fix it. Okay, so the YJSA-02 calls out of Brown's yard. They then take a crew van over to the Parlin yard where they go on duty. Just to refresh everybody's memory, it's a yard job. It's operating within yard limits, either yard limits of Browns or Parlin, so there's no Form D to fill out. We're just going off our switch list. Okay, so let's head over to the Parlin yard and meet up with the crew, and we'll get started. Okay, so Wednesday, June 6th, it's 0600 in the morning. We just got dropped off by the crew van over here in the Parlin yard. So we're going to get ready to get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get on our locomotives. We're using GP15 number 1660 and number 1656. Crew's going to get on, start up the locomotive, and do their checks. All right, so while the crew's doing our checks, let's go over our paperwork. So because we're running a yard job out of the Parlin yard, we don't need a Form D because we're going to be operating within yard limits. We're just going to have to use our switch list to govern our movements. So today we're going to be picking up 7 empties off the Sayreville Running track, and we're going to be taking them back down to Browns, and we'll bring down 8 loads. Plus 3. The plus 3 is the 3 cars for the second shift this evening. We'll spot those cars. We're going to be picking up, let's see, 2 out of Sunshine, 2 out of Capital Steel, 3 out of National Lead. Those are all empties. Then we're going to be bringing back 2 loads to Sunshine, 2 loads to Capital Steel, 1 tank to MUA, which is loaded, and 3 loads to National Lead. And then we'll have 3 cars spotted in the Parlin yard for the second shift, and that'll be a 1 load for Capital Steel and 2 loads for National Lead. All right, so the crew's gone ahead and checked out the locomotive. Everything looks to be in working order. So we're going to move on down to Sunshine and get ready to do our pickups there. All right, so the crew's going to get out. They're going to unlock the turnout for Sunshine. And we're going to go ahead and throw that turnout. All right, so we'll pull ahead and get our first car in the hopper bay. All right, we'll couple and connect. We'll release our handbrake. All right, 1660, pull forward 3 car lengths. All right, now we're going to pick up this tank car down here in the tank car area. All right, we'll couple and connect. We'll release the handbrake on the tank car. All right, 1660, let's back out. All right, so now what the crew's going to do is they're going to close the turnout for Sunshine, then we'll walk back and open the turnout for the runaround, and we're going to push these cars on the runaround and run around them, get the locomotive on the other side so we can do our our facing point turnouts. Excuse me, trailing point turnouts. It's been a little while. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set the handbrake on the covered hopper. We're going to uncouple and back out. All right, so the crew's going to open that turnout for the other end of the runaround. Also, another crew member is going to walk back and open the turnout for Capital Steel. So we're going to come on back. (1660), 2 car lengths. 1 car length. 1/2. That's good. Couple and connect. I'm going to release the handbrakes on the covered hopper. And I'm going to reposition my camera. Okay, 1660. Let's push back 3 car lengths to a hitch. Two more. 1 more. 1/2. Couple and connect. All right, we're coupled and connected. We're going to walk back and we're going to release 2 handbrakes. Okay, so now what we need to do, we're going to pull down clear of the runaround and get back on the main, because I don't want this turn coming off of the runaround into National Lead. So when I get my camera repositioned, you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're going to pull forward, and we're going to have to get and protect the crossing at Bordentown Avenue, and we should have enough room to clear the turnout there. So, all right, let's pull forward. So we're going to walk down for our flagman out there. All right, close that turnout, and we're going to back down. Pick up our flagman. Okay, so now we're going to back down into National Lead and pick up those 2 strings of cars. We have to pick up on track number 1 first to clear the turnout for track 2. So we'll open up. We're gonna back on down. All right, crew's gonna open up and switch those turnouts. All right, 1660, let's pull back 4 car lengths. Two more. One more. One half. All right, we're going to couple and connect. We have to release the handbrakes on those two hoppers. All right, 1660. Let's pull forward 3 car lengths. One more car length. That's good right there. All right, I'm going to walk back and we're going to throw that turnout. $1660. Push back 3 car lengths. One more. 1/2. That's good. On the pin. We'll couple and connect. And we're going to release the handbrake. We're going to pull forward and clear out of National Lead. All right, so we got all our empties pulled. We're going to do an air brake test now. We have 7 cars, so let's get into our air brake test. We're going to do this as an initial air test because this train is all new. I'm going to charge the train line. All right, we're at 90 pounds. Let's go ahead and set the brakes. And we're going to hold them. All right, brake pressure is at 68 pounds. We're going to walk back and we're going to confirm the pressure because we don't have an end of train device right now. We're at 64 pounds. We're going to visually inspect all the brakes for application on all the cars. All brakes are applied. And we're going to release the brakes. And we're going to inspect to make sure they're released. And all brakes are released. Our test is successful. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get our paperwork in order. I'll get all my car cards and get ready. And we're going to contact Brown's Yard and make sure that the yardmaster is ready for our movement. And we'll get ready to go. Okay, so I got all my car cards in order. I'm not going to turn the weigh bells until I get over to the Brown's Yard. I'm going to check my switch list, make sure I completed all my tasks. And we picked up Conrail, we picked up that car. We have these 2 here. We have the tank car, and we have the 2 covered hoppers. So we're all set. We've completed all of our pickups. All right, and so let's get ready and head over to Brown's. Okay, so I had a microphone battery die, so I did not realize that, and was too involved in operating the train to realize that you guys got no sound. So what you witnessed was the crew stop at Bordentown Avenue, flag the crossing, and then pulled into Brown's Yard. They had clearance, pulled all the way through, back down on the arrival departure track, which was track number 3, and track number 2, and then pulled out their loads, and then back down, dropped them, and then they dropped off their empties for the yard crew. Now we're going to sit here. We're coupled back onto the train, and before we go, we got to do an intermediate air test. So we're going to do an intermediate air test for 8 cars, charge the train line. All right, we're going to set the brakes. All right, brake pressure is 69 pounds of holding. We'll walk back and test at the end of the train line at 68 pounds. We're going to inspect. All brakes were inspected for application. Now we're going to release them and inspect to make sure that they are all released. All right, test was successful. So now the crew's going to get on the train. Flagman's going to ride on the back and protect the rear of the train while we back down into the Sayreville Running track. Okay, so crew's going to get off. They're going to protect the crossing and flag. All right, 1660, you cleared it back in. Okay, so the crew's going to open the turnout for the runaround. And we're going to back down. We're going to drop these first 2 gondolas over at Capital Steel and get rid of those 2 so then we can make our next move. 1660, come back to my mark. All right, crew's verifying that the turnout's in the proper position. All right, 1660, push back to my mark. One more car length. 1/2. That's good right there. All right, so the crew's going to set the handbrakes on both of those gondolas. All right, we're going to uncouple. Oh, I'm impressed I did that in the blind. All right, 1660, pull forward, clear of Capital Steel. Go ahead and clear the runaround. I'll meet you on the other side. So they're going to pull forward, clear the runaround, so we can make a back-end run to National Lead from the main. All right, so the crew's going to go ahead and close the turnout for Capital Steel and lock it. They're going to go ahead and close the turnout for the runaround. All right, 1660, you're clear to come back. All right, 1660, that's good right there. All right, so I can make two moves right here. I can go ahead and break the train up and leave the two cars for sunshine and make the moves without them. But I'm going to leave the cars on the train just to give me a little more room to reach down into National Lead. Okay, so that black tank car that you see there on the end is kind of obscured by that tree. That one's actually going to Middlesex MUA. So we're going to make that move first, and we'll put that in an MUA. So crew's going to go back and open up the turnout for MUA, and we'll go ahead and drop that car. Alright, so we're going to leave one crew at the switch stand, and another guy's going to ride the tank into the facility. 1660, come back to my mark. Alright, 3 more car lengths. One more. 1/2. That's good right there. Alright, so as you can see, we spotted that under the rack there. So we're going to go ahead and set a handbrake on that tank car. Alright. 1660, pull forward of MUA. Okay. Alright, so the black car, the black tank car, needs to go in on track number 2, which is this track here, closest to the under the loading rack, and then the other 2 are going to go on the outside, which is track 1. So we're lined for track 2 in National Lead. 1660, push back 5 car lengths. Two more. One more. 1/2. That's good right there. Okay. Let me see here. Alright, good job. Doing that without my glasses. Okay, so we're going to set a handbrake on that tank car on track 2. Alright. 1660, pull forward 2 car lengths. Alright, that's good right there, 1660. Alright, now we're going to switch that turnout. Let's see. Okay, now the other two cars are going in on track 1. All right, 1660. Give me 2 more car lengths. 1 more. 1/2. That's good right there. On the bumper. Almost. All right, so we're going to set 2 handbrakes for those 2 tank cars. All right. 1660. Pull forward. All right, we're going to do a little trick here. We're not going to pull all the way forward because I got to do a runaround. Right, that's good right there. What we need to do is we need to do a runaround. So to open up some room so I can catch this end of the runaround track, I'm going back down here into the yard. Clear that turnout. Open that up. Okay, so now we're going to pull forward onto the runaround. Good right there. We'll leave it at the short end. All right, we're going to set a handbrake. All right, so we're coupled on. We're going to release a handbrake. All right, and 1660, pull forward, clear of the runaround. I'm going to pull up. All right, so now we're going to close the turnout to the runaround. So 1660, push forward into sunshine. Conductor's on the rear, brakeman's on the ground, to my mark. All right, so the white tank car is going in the brick area, and the red hopper, D&H hopper, is going in the concrete area. One 1660, 2 more car lengths. One more. 1/2. Right there, that's good. All right, so we're going to set a handbrake on the tank car. Okay, uncouple. 1660, pull back 4 car lengths. One more. 1/2. That's good right there. All right, we're going to set a handbrake on that hopper. Crew's going to load up. Conductor and the engineer on the locomotive I'm going to pull on out of the plant here. I'm going to pick up their brakeman, and they're going to lock all the turnouts in normal position and head back to Brown's Yard to pick up the cars for the second shift. Okay, so the crew's back in Parlin now. They're going off the clock. It's 17:36 hours. Not a bad run. Okay. Shut it down. They're going to take the crew van back to the Brown's Yard. Okay, everyone, there you go. So, yeah, that was so much fun. I forgot how much fun operations were. So anyway, all right, so first off, just to let everybody know, those cars that we moved have been sitting in the same position for 2 years. Yeah. So I moved them since 2019. The cars haven't moved out of the industries, and that's consequently why you see in my pictures on all the social media that's the same cars in the same spot. So it felt really good to finally move some stuff around and change it up. So okay, so the other thing was looking at the previous videos. We had talked about hazmat car placement. I used the chart that you saw in that video. It's around here somewhere. I put it down somewhere. The first two cars in the locomotive had no hazardous materials in it. It was a car of cheese flavoring and a car of corn syrup. So the first two cars were the buffer there. And consequently, that's kind of why I did the switching the way I did, was to leave those buffers there. And then those are the last two cars that we did the runaround for. So I think I might be getting the hang of this. The other thing is, I talked about this in my video, my short video I posted, is, yeah, I was super, super happy with the way the layout ran. I mean, for not, there was two little trip ups. One was very easily corrected, and that was the area between the two bays in Sunshine. Very dirty track. Once I cleaned that up, man, it was very smooth. The one turnout over at MUA was giving me a little trouble with some of the cars, but I think it may have been the cars, because once I swapped the car order around, the cars were going through it. So I got to take a look at those cars first. But yeah, other than that, the layout ran really, really good down there in Sayreville. So I'm very happy with it. A lot of people have kind of questioned the track, and yeah, you know, when I built it, I was thinking, you know, the Sayreville Running track at that point in Conrail was kind of getting, you know, falling apart, because National Lead was getting ready to close and traffic was starting to dwindle, so they weren't really keeping up on the track. So consequently, what I did when I was putting it together is I didn't concentrate on the track being too straight. So actually, it really looks cool when you're watching it, how the cars kind of bobble through the rail joints. So it kind of gives it that wavy track effect. So yeah, so that's why the track work looks like it is down there, because it's just it's an industrial running track that's kind of on its last legs. Another thing is I made the change up down there. I took the MP15s out of service out of Parlin. They're on their way to Juniata for rebuilds. No, and in all seriousness, I just wanted some sound locomotives to run with. Changed out down there for the GP15s. That Ben made those things happen, because I really wanted sound and nose, couldn't really get them to work, and he said he would do it for me, and he did a bang-up job, because they run super good and sound awesome. A lot of sound coming out of those little locomotives. Fast clock, yeah. When I shot the video, the fast clock was giving me trouble, and then the computer shut off. We talked about it on the short video. Yeah, the computer crapped out halfway through the shoot on this video, and I was able to get in on LocoNet and check the settings, and it was actually 1-to-1 ratio, so it wasn't even running a fast clock for the first a half hour of the operations. Then I rebooted it to 8 o'clock and started from 8. So then the job ran from 8 o'clock in the morning till 17:30 in the afternoon. Not a bad job, considering it's been a long time, and getting back down in there. And plus, I had a lot of distractions with the kids and chores around the house. So, yeah, pretty good on the job, you know, finishing up by 17:30 hours. Okay, so really good. I have a really great feeling, being back doing operations videos. Hope you guys are going to like this video. I think it's going to come out really good, and can't wait for next month. And that's going to be the YJSA-02 going down to Sibagagi. All right, so I think that's everything I wanted to go over this time. So don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for our daily updates. I don't know if you've been noticing with the social media, I'm kind of drifting back to YouTube. Facebook is kind of falling flat, and TikTok I'm just getting aggravated with. I have 1,300 followers on TikTok, and only 300 people are getting my videos. So I really don't understand what they're doing over there. I'm getting frustrated. A lot of content creators are bailing out of TikTok and coming back to YouTube because there's a lot more control over YouTube, really, and especially with all the community features and stuff that they brought back to the channel. So if you're seeing this, expect a lot more from me on YouTube. I'm going to start doing more daily posts on YouTube, more of a weekly or bi-weekly update in the short format. I don't think I'm going to do the live because, the one live video you saw, there was an interruption. My daughter needed more milk, so with the way I do my model railroading and my social media, I can't rely on everybody being content and quiet, and I don't want any more interruptions. So I think I'm going to be just doing the short videos on the phone, editing them up, and then loading them up. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to part it out into a separate playlist, which is going to be just like update videos, because it populates into the normal video routine. So, but anyway, coming over to YouTube, full stream at you. So expect more from the channel, expect a lot more updates, and please follow along. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell notification so you get the notifications when we do updates. And if you like this video, hit our like button. Okay, so that's definitely all I have for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.